versus Film.
Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome to Man vs. Film. This is going to be a movie review for 1989's Cyborg.
I like the misery. Go to hell. Been there.
Cyborg is directed by Albert Pyun, the man behind Dollman and the 1990 version of Captain America, which, if you haven't seen, lucky you, you are not missing out at all. It's awful. This movie stars Jean-Claude Van Damme, and with a man like that, you need nobody else. In a post-apocalyptic, plague-ravaged America, a cyborg, which is carrying the cure for the human plague, hires Van Damme to escort her to Atlanta when wasteland pirates kidnap her and leave Van Damme presumed dead. Spoilers, he's not dead and he's out for revenge. Cyborg came about almost by accident. In the late 80s there was a plan to film Masters of the Universe 2 and they put into pre-production and made some sets, but ultimately it didn't go through. So Albert Pyun worked a script together to use the sets and came up with the plot for Cyborg, the movie that we now know and love, or I love anyway. Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't the only choice to star in this movie. Chuck Norris was the intended starman for this vehicle. But after the success of Bloodsport, Van Damme was pushed into the movie when Norris didn't want anything to do with it. So Van Damme reworked the script, got in some cool hand-to-hand combat, and the rest is history. The story is mildly interesting. It's about a troubled loner who tries to save the girl and get redemption along the way as well. It's a type of thing we've seen a million times before. With a budget of only $500,000, the movie looks really good, even to today's standards. The Blu-ray quality is excellent. Yes, I did watch this in Blu-ray, and I love the hell out of the movie. It looks amazing and really good and still holds up today, which can't be said for a lot of movies. One of the best things about it is the outfits that the people have, the costumes. The Wasteland Pirates themselves all look individual and all look fantastic, especially Fender's chainmail outfit with the grubby sunglasses. As for the Wasteland Pirates themselves, they are awesome. I mean, they are super cool, unpractical clothes for like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. They just look amazing and they're all extremely well-built men. So they all must have like gym memberships to Apocalypto Gym or something like that, because they are built, and I have no idea how they managed to keep that physique in this kind of world that they're in. As for Van Damme, he plays the typical silent stranger with a troubled past, out to right wrongs and find redemption, which is exactly how I want my Van Damme to be. And yes, he does do the splits to devastating effect in this movie. The fight scenes are interesting enough and well shot, and they're still fun to watch now. They're done in that 80s aesthetic, you know, lots of slow motion, lots of people being repeatedly hit, or the same shot repeated over and over again to show how devastating that punch was. In fact, Van Damme took over editing of the fight scenes to give them a little panache, and he does really well at making them look fairly interesting. I love these late 80s, early 90s cheese fest action movies. They just seem to hit every note that I really like. They catch the right balance of ridiculous action and just complete cheese that just, you know, is fantastic to watch. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an uncut version of the movie, and it was cut down for censor, so a lot of the sort of blood and gore has been cut out of it, which means that some of the fight scenes don't quite make logistical sense as to where the people were standing when things happen, and they kind of move about arbitrarily. I hadn't seen Cyborg in 20 years when I sat down to watch it, and I was kind of worried, because when you always revisit movies that you watched when you were younger, they never turn out to be quite as good as what you remember. But this thing was fantastic. I urge you to check it out if you're into the kind of movies that I'm talking about here, those over-the-top action spectaculars. Overall, I'm going to give Cyborg 3 out of 5. It's a really enjoyable, really fun watch. It's quite quick. The set design's fantastic. The costumes are amazing. The bad guy himself is unique to look at and really plays the bad guy really well. He revels in it and adds a must-needed threat to the movie, someone that you want Van Damme to beat down in that final throwdown. Hopefully you'll check Cyborg out and you'll let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film. So thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you notice on screen, there is 2 more videos that you can click and watch at your leisure. There is also a large subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I will forever be in your debt. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.